What's up, everyone? I'm Elrona D'Souza, and welcome to the SNK HR Consulting channel. If you're looking to navigate HR in the UAE, you've come to the right place. I'm going to share all that I've learned for my 23 years in HR in the UAE with all of you. So stick around and let's get started. So today we're going to talk about setting up HR in the UAE. Now, this is good for companies that are looking to set up in the UAE or companies that have just got their trade license, or those companies that have been set up but is now playing catch up. So it's good for all three. So when I talk about setting up HR in the UAE, what do I mean? It's about setting the foundation and getting the basics right. A lot of that has to do with how your company has been set up. And this applies to where did you get your trade license from? Are you based in the free zone or in the mainland? And if you're based in the free zone, which free zone it is? Because based on that, one of the three employment laws may be applicable to you. So that's something to check. Once you've checked all these, then I think you have a fairly good starting point in terms of HR setup. In the UAE, we have three different employment laws. And based on where you're set up, one of those may be applicable to you. The first one that we talk about is the federal labor law, which applies to all mainland companies and most free zones. The second one, which applies to all DIFC companies, which is the Dubai International Financial Center, is the DIFC employment regulations. And the last one is the one from ADGM, which is the Abu Dhabi Global Markets. And any company that is licensed through that free zone, the employment law differs for them. Once you've figured out which law applies to you, it's time to move to the next step. And that is to approach HR setup in two ways. One is what I call the compliance setup. And the other one is, I call it the employee experience setup. So coming back to the compliance setup, here is where you have to look at what core documents, HR documents, need to be created so that your employees and you as a business, your rights and obligations are clear and protected. These are often the offer letter, employment contract, and then you have the supporting documents, which is HR policies, employee handbook, and all the myriad of forms, letters, templates that are needed to have this foundation right. Once you get this right, you are set for the foreseeable future from a compliance setup point of view. Now moving on to the employee experience. This is where you are focused on creating a very welcoming and inviting environment for all the new employees joining in the UAE, whether you hire them from overseas, whether you hire them locally, or you're bringing some of your core team members from your offices or from other locations. All of them need to understand what it feels like to work and live in the UAE. And this is where the employment experience in the UAE is slightly different, because you have to give them an orientation about work life in the UAE, as well as how it feels to be a resident, as an expat resident in the UAE, because the majority of the workforce in the UAE is dominated by the expat population. So that means that your orientation has to cover all these different sections. So about your company, about what it is to follow the rules and regulations in the UAE, lots to talk about in terms of the visas and work permits. What else? We're talking about your HR policies, your employee handbook. Get them to get more familiar with the contents of it, because it's not enough that you've created them and shared it with them. But if you don't familiarize them with them, then it's difficult for them to recall that, oh, it's in the employee handbook. Let me go have a look and figure it out for myself. Otherwise, they'll come to you. So I don't think you want that all the time. So here's my advice. Create a very thorough orientation deck and have a full-on onboarding week. So don't try and put all that information all in one day or in 1 hour. Break it down so that it's easy to digest and employees feel like they're gradually getting assimilated into your organization. I think the great place to also focus is if you have a vision or a mission, try and explain it to the employees, like what does that mean for them and how they can contribute. This is going to help you navigate through probation and every other part of your business, because from the day one, week one, you've given them clear understanding of what the expectations are. This way, employee experience setup is off to a good start. Employee experience is not a one-off event, it's a journey, but you have to start with the right steps to kick off that journey. If you found this information useful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. But if you have any questions, leave us some comments and we'll be happy to answer them.